Hello everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is November 8th. Wanted to go over the next stage of my bots. I've got an article here called Does Coinbase Have Lower Fees Than Kraken? Before I get started, I am going to show you, if you are interested in these type of topics and want to learn more, just come over to quantlabs.net, get some free books, trading secrets and stuff like that, quantlabs.net. Fill out that form. All right, so let's go back to our article here. Now, this is really geared towards U.S. citizens or those that live in the U.S. because, well, good old America loves to hold back its citizens competitively as compared to Asia and maybe even Europe and the rest of the world. So part of the problem is that there's not a lot of good choices for exchanges when it comes to crypto, namely in the futures market. The only one that I know of is Kraken. I did check out some other competing exchanges that support futures. All of them are pretty well based, I believe, out of Asia or Europe. A lot of them will not touch America just due to the awesome regulation that the U.S. has. We'll call it special interest. So as a result, what happens is you only have two exchanges to choose from. Coinbase, if you're doing futures, is a no-go. If you are a retail trader, just doing simple buying and selling of the major coins, Coinbase should be good enough. But if you want to do more sophisticated, higher performing metrics in your trading results, you're better off with Kraken, even though it has lower volume. This is pretty well the only game of time you have when it comes to the US for futures. So as I said, this is mainly for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. For my testing on Binance, you have Binance US as well as an option, but the volumes are really low. So I checked out the fees. You can see here the links for both Kraken and Coinbase. Surprisingly, Coinbase is quite high, but I was even shocked that Kraken is 1 point higher than Coinbase, but it does drop significantly if you're pumping through $1 million US dollars worth of volume, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't have. So, but Kraken's still a better place to go. Now, with Kraken, the API is better. Namely, what we're after is, as I said, Coinbase only has a spot market, and that's all you really have. Kraken has futures and well, derivative and a spot market, which futures falls under the derivative. But what you're namely after is the bid ask, and you want to know certain stats and metrics out of each, which gives you like a huge insight of what's going on in the prices on that exchange. Without that, you're pretty well dead in the water. With other classes as well, no other asset class gives you that because crypto is fairly transparent in that way, and especially when you're dealing with a large exchange like a Binance that offers $6 billion a day with that info, it's going to really put other asset classes to shame, namely stock, forex, and so on. So as I said, the Coinbase is the only one that supports spot. They do have some limits, rating limits. They seem okay, and that's another big hindrance as well that you will find with both Coinbase, Kraken versus another exchange like Binance, which is pretty generous when it comes to its polling and data limits when you request information. As I said, both Kraken and Coinbase are super low compared to the Asian-based exchanges like Binance, Huobi, and OKX. That's who we want to go with. But I have my opinions on those as well. As I said, the largest futures exchange is Kraken for now in the U.S. that Americans have access to. As for the API, There's lots of examples here. I've gotten older examples that still work. That give you more information. I'll put that up for my elite folks, those coding examples, but I start tying low for those on GitHub and elsewhere on the net. They don't seem to exist. So if you want to know if a Python package like CCXT will support the features, I put up the latest information I got here. As far as I know, there is a demand for it, but they haven't done it yet. I could be wrong, but it's November, so things always change there. Now they also have a new version, version 3, so you have to be aware of that as well and keep up to date, because your older scripts will break if you don't get them updated. There's some more information I've given here with some other examples. There is an example I saw, which I think they're pushing more of, is like a Python WebSocket client, which is written in Python. So you have that as an example. There's also some WebSocket API examples as well. And some of these may disappear, so you got to make sure you reference them and download the source code while you can. As I said, I've got other sets of source code for Kraken that seems to work, and it's probably better than what I'm pointing at here for some of those examples. So as it stands, that's where we're at. Definitely Kraken's the futures exchange you want to be if you're US resident. Coinbase I wouldn't recommend, just due to the fact they don't have a futures market. It's only spot. Coin selection doesn't really matter. As I said, if you're only focusing on these 3 coins, the big ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and let maybe some other coins prove themselves, namely, let's say Bitcoin Cash or Chainlink or something as well. All right, well, that's about it. Hopefully that'll help you out, and we shall talk to you later. And again, this is for U.S. residents, and if you are into this, always go to thequantlabs.net, fill out your form and info, and we'll get you some books on the way. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.